Hey, it's Raktar, and today I'm going to be starting a new series on my channel. It is a game called Lords of the Fallen. I don't know much about this game yet, but I do know that I am selecting magic right now. I'm going to go brawling magic. I don't know much about this at all. And I'm going to go set of rogue, and that's what I'm going to do. So anyways, yeah, I'm starting this game today. I'm a really big fan of Dark Souls, as many of you know. I play Dark Souls on my channel. And I should probably cut out this loading screen. It's taking like a million years. I'm actually a little bit scared that the loading screen might have been really long because I've got the graphics turned up to ultra. But I'm also recording right now. And I personally believe my computer to be pretty powerful. But, you know, it can always use some upgrades. Your computer is never a total god. And so it appears our Lords of the Fallen journey begins. So anyways, I guess, yeah, they're telling me how to move. And they're also saying if I don't need help to press B. Focusing is going to be, press RS. That's how you focus in games. And, I'm pressing LB. No, I'm not. I'm pressing the other button. Alright, cool. So anyways, though, I figure that what I'm going to be trying to do in this game, and in future games to come, is I will be attempting to... Oh, I see how this goes. I will be attempting my damn best to not be showing cutscenes in games anymore, because I've thought about this, and... It's here... Oh, great. Well... Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, I've thought pretty hard about this, and I've decided that showing cutscenes on my channel is somewhat goofy. Like, I don't think that there's really a reasonable place for me to be showing cutscenes on my channel, and it's kind of like, it just cuts away from my commentary, kabizbab, kajibjab, all that, and so I've decided to not show cutscenes anymore, because it really... It's got its own thing, and I just got out of a cutscene, a really long cutscene, by the way, and I just would have been sitting there just showing that on my channel. That's not me doing my thing, trying to talk to this guy. So that guy had a bunch of conversation options, and I chose to just skip most of it and ask how I can get into the door. He said that I needed a key, blah 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 blah. But, I don't know, he's got a lot to say that I just don't care about. I need to get through this door, though, either way. So, I'm out of here. I guess I gotta fight more dudes to get through the door. Or, well, let's go try talking to him again and see if that item I just picked up will help me get through this door at all. Because that would be great. Well then, time to go through and continue on my journey and, you know, make like the chicken and find a way to get to the other side. I've already encountered a few lag spikes in this game, which kind of worries me. But I do have high hopes for things, and I don't think that there's going to be too many lag spikes all over the place. If there are, I can just turn the graphical quality down a little. Oh, here's a dude. Do I have a shield? Oh no, that's the wrong... Oh, I've got rogue weapons on, so both my things are attacking. That makes total sense. Holy shit. I thought his shield would be out because, you know, in the game tutorial, they sort of tell you, they're like, hey, you should probably... Whoa. But yeah, in the game tutorial, you know, they immediately tell you how to block, and so I automatically assumed that it would have a set of gear on me that would be like a block-worthy set of gear, and it's kind of interesting. Then I suddenly go into combat, I start reaching from a block button, and I'm like, there's no block here? This is just... Oh, crap. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to have to take some hits against this guy if I'm not going to be an idiot. I'll probably put a little more time later until kind of learning the ins and outs of the combat. Basically...
And it is changing me. My skull. The bones are moving, growing. It does not feel like poison in my veins. More like liquid darkness. We have seen with others what happens next. Eyesight goes first, then follows sanity. Brother William, Brother Peter and I won't let the disease take us. We will choose death before it chooses us.
Man, I seem to have a hard time focusing on enemies.
Fires on the horizon.
And there is a lot of just... I swear, I'm just gonna turn all of the voice acting off because, like, I can read it on the bottom of the screen and I just don't care. I love games where you can turn the voice volume off because I'm the kind of guy, too, where I usually just end up sort of reading through the text just really fast. And so when I'm in those types of cutscenes, like those, I'm gonna call them Mass Effect, or I'm gonna call them BioWare-style cutscenes. That seems like the proper way to describe them. So when I'm in those sort of like BioWare style cutscenes where you're just kind of like chatting with the dude, ooh, this has got to do something. I mean, it's like a ruined thing on the ground, whatever, maybe it doesn't do anything. But yeah, so when I'm in like those BioWare style cutscenes, I usually sit there and I'm just like, I am just going to read through this and I'm having trouble concentrating on reading through it while this dude's talking. So I usually just get like annoyed almost with the fact that dudes are talking while I'm trying to read through the cutscenes. So, is there a jump in this game? There's a run. A is apparently dashing, and it takes your energy, which makes sense. Man, I gotta be more dodgerific right now. I'm sort of playing like a nub, which, you know, you'd think I'd have my work cut out for me as a former Souls player. Let's see, and there's probably one of these buttons will use that item, maybe? Oh, you hold, okay. So just tapping the button, tapping your X button switches really quickly between your items, and holding your X button uses it. I guess they did that so they could keep better track of which buttons are which, and all that jazz. I'm gonna turn the light up a little bit too. I guess according to them, the lighting was fine. So whatever. Actually though, that looks a lot better. Anyways, what's interesting about this game is I've heard from a lot of people that it's basically gonna be your kind of Dark Souls style game, but it's got its own feel to it. I've been really excited for this game for a long time now. When I very first heard about it, I liked the idea that other developers were kind of going out of their way, not to blatantly copy the Souls style, but I think that the Souls style is... Can I duck in this game? I'm trying to, like... Surely one of these buttons ducks, right? And if not... Oh, is there a roll? Can you roll? Yes, you can. Oh, cool. Ah, I love games actually like that, where they kind of reward you for experimentation. That's always one of my favorite things in a game, is when you're kind of early on in the game, figuring out what's going on, and then you're just like sitting there trying to think of, you know, game mechanics. I think that it's nice of developers to understand that they don't need to hold your hand for you to figure something like that out. A lot of developers these days, I'm hoping, kind of get to the point where they realize that, you know, oh, we're dealing with people who spend a great good deal of their time playing video games, so we don't need to sit there and be like, this is how you play our game. You have to do this, and you have to do this, and if you don't do this and this, you won't be able to properly play our game. And it's like, thank you, developer, for sitting there and being like, you know what? This guy knows that games have rolling, so maybe he'll walk around, maybe he'll double tap Y, and once he double taps Y, or she double taps Y, they'll be like, oh, there's a roll in this game. I don't need to... Did that... Oh, for a second there, I thought the thing that was on top of this rune, like, moved for some reason. I don't know why I thought that. That makes... Oh, shit. Oh, this guy's a beast. I was like, that makes very little sense, but for some reason I was like, ah, the furniture is moving. Oh, also I forgot, okay, so I've got quick attacks and big attacks. I should probably dodge this dude's big attacks. Let's, yeah, oh, crap, let's drank. Trying to drank right now, but this guy is, oh, drank! Oh, hey, so, by the way, I thought I would mention a few things that I happen to know about this game from, honestly, just from watching stuff about it. So anyways, you'll notice that I just acquired my experience Dark Souls style. Anyways, so what happens when you die in this game is you leave behind a ghost, and that ghost, depending on how big your multiplier was when you died, will start losing... It basically, your ghost will start decaying and losing the experience that it has on it as you go. So you'll start getting less and less experience as time goes on. Not... The soul itself will have less experience. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, the actual physical soul will have less experience. And what's interesting about that, about the soul having less experience, is that you get to this point, basically, where you get back to your soul, and it'll be at, like, you know, X%. But what's interesting is you can leave your soul on the ground at that point, and your soul will give you a buff. And what's neat is that buff will help you fight the enemy, because it'll give you health regen, so you can kind of have an easier time fighting the enemy. But the longer you leave it, of course, you know, the more experience it will lose. So you basically decide, do I want to get my old experience back, or would I rather beat this guy? So I'm gonna go look for a key now off camera, because it appears as though I missed it. I wasn't paying close enough attention to my surroundings. You know, I never went down this staircase, actually. That just now occurred to me. Yep, the cellars. It's even got its own little name for a place, which is interesting. Oh, crap. He's got a big swirly-whirly attack, so I can't dodge it just by spinning. I also have to do maybe a roll. Another thing that I really appreciate so far about this game, obviously I've only played it for 20 minutes, and I'd say 6 of those minutes were spent... Oh, we got an enemy coming up next to me. And I'd say like 6 of those minutes were spent trying to watch a cutscene and then realize that I had not gone for the key properly. But I think what's neat here so far is that the enemies are going to have, like, you know, different mechanics. Like, this is how you avoid this enemy, and this is how you avoid this enemy. And apparently I got returned to Kaslo, which I wasn't really paying attention to what was happening, but it looks as though I may... Ooh, item. Oh, cool. Rewards for breaking things. You know, that's always something I know is really dumb that I missed in Dark Souls, and P.S. prepare for me to be comparing this game to Dark Souls a lot. I don't mean to be, but let's just be honest. This is a Souls-like game. I like the idea of Souls-like. You know, there's the word roguelike. And this is a Souls-like game. Dark Souls was kind of its own genre when it hit the bungel. And so now it's kind of like whatever, and I don't understand what this choice is. Support me or leave. Am I telling him to leave because he's an old man? I'm gonna tell him to leave. That's a bad idea, but I'm gonna be like, get out of here. Or I'm gonna... Oh, see, I get it. I can either maybe hold him up. I didn't understand that choice. Fuck choices. Choices don't matter in video games. I'm actually a big proprietor of the concept. Not a proprietor. That's the wrong word. A big supporter of the idea that possibly choices in video games, to me personally, they don't matter. Hey, I almost forgot, crap. I was trying to roll, but I wasn't doing a very good job. I almost forgot there that I'm cutting out all of the cutscenes in this game, because I think that cutscenes in a game like this, there's no reason for me to show them. I will say, though, that I understand why some people might want to see the cutscenes. And so I'll also say I'm totally in support. I would love to show all the cutscenes, but if you're, like, watching this, I guess we're gonna call it this playthrough for cutscenes, I'm sure that as with many videos... Oh, get out of there. There we go. I'm sure as with many games, people have uploaded videos of just the cutscenes, and you can go watch the gorgeous cutscenes, and I would be completely in support of that. And I'm sorry that I will not be showing the cutscenes, but I feel like for me personally, it doesn't add to what I'm doing. I'm trying to kind of like learn the what rolling mechanics this game is going to have that are going to allow me to properly dodge damage the way that I want to. But I do understand that, you know, this is its own unique game. It's not going to be necessarily, you know, it won't be Dark Souls. But what's funny is right now I'm trying to sort of treat it like it's Dark Souls, and I'm trying to roll around in such a way that, because I'm used to, like, the Souls way of rolling through... Oh, crap. I gotta hold down to drink that potion. I'm used to the Souls way of rolling through damage, which actually it looks like sometimes... Oh, crap. It looks like on a few of these attacks, I'm really actually rolling through the damage as I'm attempting to. Oh, he's got... I like the way this dude, he kind of like, you beat up his armor, And he understands. He's like, fuck you, dude. If I were faster, like, what's keeping me down right now is the fact that I'm so freaking slow. And so he just kind of, like, busts off his armor and he's like, fuck it. Oh, this multi-swing is so hard to dodge with rolls. I should roll back and just kind of avoid that multi-swing. Not like that. Am I alive? Oh, shit, I'm totally alive. All right. We're gonna change up my rolling tactics a little bit here to be more efficient and less non-sexy, which is what they are right now. He's got his big, like, multi-swing attacks, this one, which I should just get away from, because it just keeps going. It goes in a lot of directions. I want him to use his big ol' swing. I like that move a lot. And he sadly, maybe he stops using it once he gets to a certain amount of health. That big ol' swing gave me like 20 years to attack him. Oh, come on. There we go, cool. Yeah, his like big ass attacks give me like 10 years of attack time. And I appreciate that. Do you like how I just halved the attack time? I was like 20 years. I was like, nah, no wait. Oh. Okay, roll the other way on that attack, because he gets some mighty good turning distance in there. Like, holy shit. He got way more turning distance than I thought he did. Alright, cool. Swoop. Oh, I thought that was going to be the dodge. I thought that was the dodge. Okay, whew. I outrolled him, even going the direction that I thought was not preferable. Oh, get out of there. That's... I don't have any potions left. So basically, we're on the skill train right now, which clearly I completely lack anything that would even remotely resemble skill at this game. Oh, I broke off half his shield. That, I was about to say, that might actually be a bad thing, because he's about to change his attack pattern to do this crazy dance of death. Alright, go in for the... There we go. Oh, let's just fucking get greedy. Get greedy. Greed. I'm so greedy right now. I realized that I ran out of attack juice right there. That's what happened. Sorry about that. You know, so my preliminary thoughts on this game were I did not really know how cool it was going to be. But now that I have encountered this first boss fight, by the way, you'll probably notice that I decided to show this whole thing just in fast motion, like my actual victory in fast motion, just, you know, for whatever. You saw me beat most of the boss on my first try, which was luck, because then it took me a bunch more tries. I think that where this game is going to prove itself, or it's going to make itself or break itself, I'm making huge hand gestures right now, and you can't even see it. I think it's going to make itself or break itself in the boss fights. Because I was very worried that this game would be bogged down by having too much shit like quest dialogues that you're talking to people, or it's going to have like a traditional questing system. The exploration isn't going to be that good. But having all that aside, we got to find Kaslo, who I chose to not take with me, which was maybe a mistake. But even more important, the fact that I didn't bring Kaslo with me is the part about, I'm going to stop and read this whole thing, is the fact that that boss fight was great. It was challenging. If your first boss is challenging, but it's rewarding, you feel like when you're dodging the moves, it's because you're playing well, that's a good boss fight. I can honestly say I don't know what button it's telling me to press there at the bottom. The 2 square button does not exist on an Xbox 360 controller. Oh, it's the... Okay, they were saying press B if I want to back out and save my experience on me, and they were saying press the other button if I want to go into this screen, and the other button, the 2 squares button, is the back button. I just used this thing. I hope that doesn't mean that I stored... Oh, it's just a checkpoint. Okay, cool. I was like, I hope that doesn't mean that I stored my things, because I want to try saving them and getting multipliers and having a good time. Anyways, though, speaking of saving them, getting multipliers, having good times, I'm gonna have a good time right now and stop recording and edit this and then upload it to my YouTube channel. So, I mean, all the things that I just said have already happened in the past. I hope this game turns out to be really fun. I enjoyed that boss fight. This has been Raktar. Thank you for watching.